Good morning, students. Open your English textbook, Beehive, to page number 80. I hope you all have completed 5 chapters. That means 5 prose, 5 poems, and 2 chapters from the supplementary reading. Today we shall begin the 6th chapter of the poem No Men Are Foreign by James Kirkup. His full name was James Falconer Kirkup. He was born on 23rd April 1918 and died on 10th May 2009, just recently. Okay. He was a prolific English poet. Prolific means who wrote plenty of poems. That is called prolific English poet. Lot of English poems he wrote. Then translator and writer. He wrote more than 30 books, including autobiography, novels, and plays. And he was the first resident university poet in the UK, United Kingdom. The theme of the poem is about all human beings. The poet tells us that all human beings on earth are brothers and sisters, of course, though the sister words are not mentioned, but we have to understand brothers and sisters all are the same. He tells us that all of us need sun, air, water, and clothes, and same kind of body we have. All walk on the same kind of land. All are fed by the harvest, and after death, all are buried in the same land. We do the same work. All of us on earth sleep and wake up, love and want to be loved. It is the human beings who hate others. We are the ones who defile the earth, and we all live on by hating and fighting with one another. It is we who pollute the air that we all breathe to serve our purpose and without taking into consideration its bad impact on other people. This is the summary of the poem. However, let us learn each stanza. Let us try to understand. You see, no men are foreign. The title itself, opposite the positive sentence would be all are brothers and sisters. No one is foreign. Foreign means here strangers. No one is strange. Everyone is born on the same earth. Here some of the symbol of universality. You see the universal brotherhood, one family. You can see there. Okay. Let's try to understand each stanza. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this in which we all shall lie. Here beneath means under. Okay, here beneath, no? The beneath, all human, beneath. Sorry, one second. Okay, here you see beneath. Beneath is under. Beneath the all uniforms is whatever we wear. Inside that, what is there? All uniforms, single body breathes, means same type of body we are having. Strange, well, remember no men are strange. Here strange means nobody is unknown. All are familiar. And no countries is foreign. Though we say foreign countries, the poet is telling no countries is foreign. Understood? No one is strange. So in the first line, the poet says that no men are strange, no countries is foreign. And so he is attempting to remove the borders line from the earth. You know, there isn't any line of control, LOC we are saying, no border line from the earth, which have been erected to separate different countries. Then only no country will be foreign. Unless we remove this border line, what will happen? We all consider others as foreigners. But then according to James Kirkup, he is telling that no men are strange, no countries are foreign. He is telling that we will feel every country as our own land when there will be no borders. Everyone will be free to move around all over the earth, all over the world. The poet wants to say that the entire earth is one, and all the people who live on this earth belong to one human race. Then he says that inside or beneath, he says, the uniforms worn by soldiers of different countries When he says uniform, he is referring to the soldiers of different countries. The human being is the same because God has made all of us in a similar way. All human beings, they breathe in the same way. Then he says that all the soldiers are our brothers and we all walk upon the same mother earth, and upon our death, that means after our death, we shall lie in the grave in the same earth. What does he mean by saying we all shall lie? Lie down means we will sleep. Which figure of speech? What is meaning to say after our death? But remember, the poets, they make use of lot of figures of speech. When he says we all shall lie means after our death we all will lie down or we will be buried under the earth. Remember, he is a Christian poet and therefore he will talk about burial. If it was Indian poet, then definitely he wouldn't use this word, because Indian custom or culture, we are having even the cremation, no, and therefore he wouldn't have used. But then since he is a Christian writer, poet, therefore he is telling we shall all lie, we will be buried under the same earth. Which figure of speech? It's an euphemism. Please write down euphemism. 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 Okay. No men are strange, no country is foreign. Which figure of speech? It's an litotes. Litotes. Negative words no is used in order to convey the positive meaning. No men are strange meaning he meant to say that all are same. And no countries foreign means all the countries are the same. Clear? Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon. Like ours, comparison, it's a simile. Is earth like this in which we all shall lie? Is an euphemism. I hope it is clear. Let's move on to the second stanza. They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by worse long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. You see here, they. Whom does the poet refers to they? When he says they too means what? It refers to the people who belong to other countries. Okay? We call them foreigners and we discriminate them, we distinguish them and fight with them also. Understood? And the poet says that nature has given all the bounties. Bounties means plenty to all people. Also, just like he has given to us, we are having plenty. What is that bountiful gift of God? The sun, the air. Here you see the sun, the air, the water. All these are the bountiful gift of God. And so not only to us he has given to everyone. Everyone gets sunlight, air and water in equal measure, which means that God does not differentiate between people from different countries. It is rightly said that, the sun rises on good people as well as on bad. He does not say that good people only I will give rain or good people only I will give sun. But then he will give even for the bad people, even for the sinners. And it is only the human beings are the ones who differentiate. God does not differentiate. God hates the sin, not the sinners. Okay? We all do farming during the time of peace. When there is no war, all are peaceful. Yes or no? We live relaxed life. This is what he is telling, Peaceful harvest. We are very much peaceful. We can cultivate. When there is no war, we are having very peaceful life. And he adds that the way we starve during wars, starving, winter starving means we lack things. When there is war, when there is natural calamities, which is happening right now due to this pandemic, people are starving. Starving means lack of food. But what he's meaning to say here, that during that time of wars and winter time, is the same for all those people. Whether it is our countries or other countries, all of them face the same situation. Right now is the clear example, my dear students. All over the world, people are experiencing the same anxiety, same worries, same tension. Okay? No job, no food. People are simply struggling to survive. Even they don't get food at that time, even now, okay? Don't think that foreign countries means they are very rich and so they will not have problem. Wrong. All have the same problem. And so the poet here, he wants to say that foreigners who belong to other country are, and we all are the same. And then the poet says that even their hands are the same as ours. Nobody is having 3 hands or 4 legs, you see. Their hands are ours. And their lines we read, he says here, what we read? A labor not different from our own. A labor means work that we do is not different from them and us. All are the same. They work very hard just like we do. Labor, no, it's a hard work. He is giving all these examples for what purpose? That there is no difference in us and the people belonging to another country. There is no difference. Clear? I hope it is clear for you. Yeah? Let us see the third paragraph. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love in every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. Here, the poet is telling, the poet asks us to remember something. He's telling to remember. Okay? You see here, remember, not to forget. Okay? Here, remember, see, not to forget. That we should keep in mind that the people of other country whom we think to be our enemies, they also have been blessed or bestowed by God with similar appearances like us. Same appearance. God has given them eyes like ours, which open when awake and close when we are asleep, as clear as they see. They have eyes like ours. All are having only 2 eyes that wake or open when we are awake, or sleep when eyes closing when we are sleeping. It's nothing. All are same. He has given them strength which we can win through love. And he says that in every country, in every land, there is one common thing, that is life. See, common thing, common life, he is telling. Everywhere there is one common thing, and that is the life. Life means all the things that are living. And if we can recognize them, and if we can understand their feelings and realize that they are like us, then there will be no fights or wars between us. That all can recognize and understand. If we can recognize that we all are same, if you can understand that they are not the strangers, they are not the enemies, they are the same like us, then there will be no fights and no wars between us. Okay? Let's see. Next paragraph, next answer. Let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. Okay, and we'll continue next answer. Dispossess here. What is the dispossess? That we dispossess. No, here third line you say dispossess. Dispossess is to deprive or dislodge. Here the poet says that we should remember, not to forget, that whenever someone tells us to hate a person from another country, suppose somebody tells you, no, this country people are bad. Let's say always we are having our neighboring countries like Pakistan and India and China right now going on war. Somebody else, they are bad people. People are not bad. Okay, whenever they say that we should hate these people, then we must remember, that whenever we think someone to be our enemy, then we deprive ourselves. He's telling we are distinguishing, or we are taking far from others, and we condemn ourselves, we punish ourselves. He says that we should stay away from such negativity. Don't keep negative things. Politics is different thing. People all are good. We should not consider anyone to be our enemy. Okay? Not to condemn anyone, not to betray, not to condemn. During a war, both the parties must bear the loss. When war takes place, both the parties, life is lost, both the parties, definitely both the parties' soldiers will die. It's not that only Indian will die when there is a war between India, Pakistan, or India and China. It's not only Indian soldiers will die, even they also will die. There will be loss of life, there will be loss of property, everything. And that's why the poet says that war is not in our favor. War can never be in our favor. It will never do a favor to us, to anyone. He says that whenever we pick any weapon against someone, we should remember one thing. And what is this one thing? That we will come to the next stanza. What is that poet is telling? We must remember one thing. You see here, it is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. Understood? We defile means, what is that? Here you see that we defile. Defile means to make dirty or we pollute. Again, you see, outrage the innocence. Outrage the innocence here means we violate the purity of innocent people, simple people. Outrage, violate. What the poet is telling? Previous line, you see the fourth stanza. We must remember, when we who take arms against each other, what do? It is the human earth that we defile, we pollute. We should keep in mind, whenever we pick weapons against any person or any country, take up the weapons, what do? We make the earth dirty or we pollute, because what happens? The weapons will always kill the people and their bodies which fall on the earth, which will make it dirty. Whenever war happens, it leads to a lot of bloodshed, fire, death. This is common thing. These dead bodies accumulate on the earth and it make it impure. The fire of war which erupts, the smoke which comes out, the dust which fills the air, it is so dirty that it pollutes and outrages the purity of the air. With all these things, the poet wants to give us a message that we should not indulge in war. We should not involve. We should not do the war. Finally, he ends the poem by writing the first line in reverse and saying that remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. Lot of repetition, okay? Remember, last line is with the first line again. Remember, no men are foreign, no country is strange. First line was, no men are strange, then comes the countries foreign. Here, no men are foreign and no countries strange. Are you understanding? Repetition. The figure of speech here is a repetition as well as literatus. No foreign, no. Whenever there is a no, negative words are there, remember it is a literatus. Also it is repetition because no man, no countries, no is there. It's therefore remember. All these are the repetition. Clear? I hope the lesson is clear to you. You have got only 4 questions. Quickly, I will give you the answer. Okay? Thinking about the poem. Only 4 questions. First one. Beneath all uniforms. What uniforms do you think the poet is speaking about? How does the poet suggest that all people on earth are the same? Answer will be, the poet speaks about the various dresses that people of various countries wear. Uniform, it's a cloth, okay, various dresses that people wear. But beneath them or under them, the human body is the same. Second one, the poet says that no body is different and peculiar. Peculiar is something very extraordinary. No country is foreign. Single body breathes beneath all uniforms. Moreover, the land is the same everywhere. Second question, in stanza 1 and 5, stanza 1, 5, find five ways in which we all are alike. You see, you should be able to pick up, my dear, 5 ways which we are alike, means we are same. See here, there is no difference between the body of a citizen of one country and the citizen of another country. We have the same kind of body, first. We wear the same kind of clothes, second. We walk on the same planet. Then third, fourth, at the end, each individual is the same. 5 things, 5 ways we are same. Find out, okay, and write. Third, how many common features can you find in stanza 2? Pick out the words. You have there the sun, air, water, peaceful harvest required for human survival, the same hands. The fourth question, Whenever we are told to hate our brothers, when do you think this happens? Why? Who tells us? Should we do as we are told at such times? What does the poet say? Answer would be sometimes some selfish people. They are the one who instigate the innocent people to harm others. They do it for their own benefit. The common or ordinary man does not understand their tricks and starts hating his fellow human beings. They tell them to cause riots. The poet says that one should not follow anybody's advice without brooding over it. The poet repeatedly says that there is no difference in them and the foreigners. The people of the entire world are the same. My dear students, I hope you have understood this poem and what does the poet James Kirkup trying to tell us or what message do we take from this poem? Though he is telling that all no men are strange, no country is foreign, telling not to hate other countries. Why to go so far? Let us think whether in our dealings and behavior with other people from different from us, how do we deal with others? Maybe India is a multi-religious and multi-religion, multi-colored people are there. Do we hate or do we love all? Because different religions, different castes, rich, poor, middle class, all different types of people are there, fair, black, you know. And what does the poet telling? All are human beings. All are created by God, and therefore we should not hate others. We should not. We should not think that we are superior. We are big. They are small. Okay, we are rich. Others are poor. We are high caste, and others are low caste. We should not think. We should think always that we are the same children of God. Thank you, students, and complete these questions answers. Okay. God bless you.